What's happening, YouTube? What's happening? Hope everybody had a very blessed week. I pray that you have a very prosperous weekend. All right, so today I was going to react to King's Corner's video titled, there was an apology made by Gramz Yungn homie. Okay, and she's reacting to the video that I made. Now, I was going to do a reaction, but reactions is just a little bit too time consuming for me, and I just want to get down straight to it and address the issue. All right. King's Corner. I did apologize to King's Corner, okay, for what I said by making her feel indifferent. I did not intend for her to take what I said that personal, and it wasn't really ill intent. Now, I am going to admit I was a little on asshole mode. I was, okay? But, you know, the business that I'm in, I'm so used to people going back and forth and, like, you know, it's just what we do, and we rub it off our shoulders because at the end of the day, it's just business. It's nothing personal, right? I don't know anybody up here on this platform to take anything personal, okay? I took something personal, but I'll get to that. But this is not it. So I want to, I want to first say that I don't have an issue with soft studs, no labels. Okay, I don't have an issue with that, but please understand that I come from a different generation. All right. You know, at one time when I was growing up, we didn't see studs walking around. Okay. Like, I played basketball. Everybody that played basketball was gay, but they masked it by having a boyfriend. You understand what I'm saying? One of my good friends who's now outwardly trans, he was gay, but he couldn't come out and say he was gay. He had to mask it by having a girlfriend. Okay. I come from a different generation. So when the terminology stud came out, because you always had butch, right? But a lot of us didn't feel we fit that. Okay. Because we did tap in to our femininity. All right. I don't know what y'all want, but we tapped into our femininity. And I guess we ain't tapped in enough, you know. So when that word came about, that terminology came about, it meant something to us. It meant that we were finally accepted for being who and what we are. When you heard the word stud, it came with a certain stigma to it. People like knew what you was about, right? Okay. I don't have an issue with labels at all. I love my label. The reason why I don't have an issue with label is because anything else in life has labels. If I go to the grocery store and I'm looking at it and I get a can and I want to see what's in it, or a bag of chips or whatever, I look at the ingredients. The ingredients, first of all, the bag is labeled, and then there's ingredients telling me exactly what you get, okay, when you consume this product, right? If I go buy a car and there's a, let's just say Lexus EX, and then there's a Lexus LX, they're labeled two different cars to let the consumer know exactly what you are getting, right? Now, we're not going to sit here and pretend that masculinity isn't attacked way more than femininity. I don't even know when femininity is being attacked, to be honest with you. But masculinity gets attacked a lot. I'm always hearing people say, like, first of all, if they hear my voice, I have a kind of a deep voice. Or if they hear another woman with a deep voice, oh, why is she over there trying to be a man? Or why does she think she's a man? Why do you assume that she's thinking or trying to be a man? How come she just can't be that? How come she just can't be that? We already deal with this bullshit outside the community, right? We do. Like, for instance, in the Olympics have tested so many women, accusing them of being trans, accusing them of being on testosterone, and guess what? They were tested and they weren't. It's just that they were truly masculine women. We all know in history we've had warriors. You think they was all sitting around being pillow princesses and pretty? No. But now society is trying to make masculine women feel inferior. They're trying to make us feel like, oh, something's wrong with me if I don't want to, tap into more of my feminine side. It's so funny because these reactors, when I react and I react to them, they get in their feelings. I don't understand why. One of the comments that she made reacted to my video is she decided to react to me. Well, I have reacted to other people too, not just you. I have reacted to several other people. It's funny because when I watch, let's just say, for instance, Clarence, NYC, and Chris, right? Chris Hells go back and forth. Now, Clarence will make a video about Chris, and they'll react to each other's videos. And then Chris is go react to the video that Clarence was reacting to him. It's like, but it's no problem. So when I react, it's a problem. I was doing the exact same thing that the reactor was doing. I was reacting, except I was reacting to her react. And that seemed to be an issue. And I don't understand why. I'm not even being insensitive to the fact that what I said hurt her feelings. I'm not. Okay? Her, you, whoever I'm talking to. I'm not being insensitive to that. But I am being honest about y'all switch shit up. I don't have a problem with no label, but if that is what you are, be that. Stand in your truth. It's just like people in the military. If you see a person, if you were once military and you see a person wearing a military jacket per se, and you walk up to them and you say, hey, look, what branch were you in? And they say, oh, I wasn't in the military. I just like to wear it. Do you know how mad veterans get? Because they fought for something. And so now you're going to make light of what they fought for? If I'm playing basketball in this court, why are you bringing a football over here? Just go play basketball over there. Again, I'm not saying there is a problem with being a feminine or a more soft stud. No, I'm not saying that at all. I've got friends that are completely different from me, and I'm not the most butchy, masculine woman that y'all think. I'm not. But I have a lot of friends, okay, who identify as no label, okay, who are or identify as a soft stud, and I have no issues with that. Y'all mentioned Gramz. One of the reasons why I like Gramz is because I felt like she wasn't trying to put on. I felt like she was just being herself. And the reason why I said that in my previous video when I started making videos is because when Lily started dating the person she's dating now, everybody was like, oh yeah, she come off, she giving Big Daddy vibes and da-da-da-da-da-da, right? And so I defended Gramz with how she is. I have no problem with that. Again, when Qing's Corner, if I'm talking, if you're watching King, when you were talking and just question, well, I don't understand why this and I don't understand why that, it just reminded me of my ex, nagging. Okay, it was like nagging, and and I'm just gonna be very transparent and transparent about this. I'm not used to studs having that mannerism. I'm sorry, I'm not. Now, this goes back to what I was saying, that generations and times have changed. What I'm used to, okay, is what I'm used to. And what you're used to, you're used to. Okay? But I am used to women, if you call yourself an AG or a stud, you really live up to that because that's really what you are. Clothes don't define your masculinity. Your masculinity is up here. So this is what I'm saying, because it's hard for me to say this without it being taken out of context. Your mentality at the time was not given masculine. I'll say that. Now, let's get into that. You completely got what I said wrong. I don't even know how King's Corner, how you was talking about I condone cheating and this and that. And when I mentioned my lady, putting bleach on my clothes, right? I mentioned that because I was basically saying we go through some shit as studs, and no, I didn't cheat, but we still go through shit. My question to you is, why would you and how do you assume that I was the person at fault? The first thing that came out of King's mouth is, oh, you must have did something. That's why you got your clothes bleed, because you probably wasn't listening to your lady. Now, when I said that I don't like women, other women other people's women to call me and pillow talk, and I don't even like listening to my wife, my lady or wife complain. I meant that shit. I meant that shit. I meant that. Calling me crying and whining and complaining is totally different versus us sitting down and us having a conversation about our life and our building, our feelings, and how are you and where you at. I have those conversations with my woman all the time. But I don't like for somebody to call me and just, and I'm going to and I'm going to. I'm not that person. And that is what I meant. So I am seeing here on YouTube that you have to really like speak everything out and spell it out for y'all because you don't get shit. It's just like I really didn't think that I had to sit here and say, oh, at 12 o'clock on a Wednesday, I sat and talked to Gramz and Avery and we talked about this. I didn't think that was important. And me saying that she is a nice woman was just me saying that because we're talking about these people. So that's just something I threw in there to say, listen, I'll talk to her. She's nice. But that was taken completely out of context. I didn't do it to like leave nobody with no cliffhangers and, oh, I got some personal business and shit. No, man. Like I know some intricate, information that y'all don't know. No, not at all. It was completely taken out of context, completely. All right. And that is what I'm sick of. This is what I was saying. Okay. What made you think when I was talking about my clothes getting bleached that I was the problem and that I condone cheating? First of all, let's get it straight. Gramz has always said she never cheated. So y'all still stuck on that. She always said she never cheated. So how are we just alike? I don't believe in cheating. I don't cheat. I'll leave the motherfucking relationship. December Sag. You may not be into it, but I am. I'm very much in the zodiacs and I pay attention. And I wear crystals and all that shit. I got one now up under me. I wear it all the time in amethyst. All right? Very much into that. December Sag. I'm not going through no bullshit with you. I'm not. If our relationship is not working and I have invested 12 years and we keep doing this and doing this and doing this, listen, I'm not going to keep repeating these goddamn same cycles. I'm not. How do you know with that situation where my lady bleached my clothes, how do you know it was a situation where I was saying, listen, I'm tired of this? You know, if we can't get past X, Y, and Z, or if you can't X, Y, and Z, then I can't do this. And she spazzed out. How do you know that wasn't the situation? How do you know since then she hasn't come to me and apologized for what she did because knowing she was wrong? How do you know? And I'm not saying this is what happened, but I'm saying, how do you know I was the one at fault? What makes you think that? Why? Because I'm the masculine energy. And this is what I meant when I say that we are always attacked. No matter what we say or do, we will always be the one that's guilty. We've always got to prove ourselves that we ain't guilty. Always. Always. Y'all could talk about having sneaky links and oh girl, but right? You know what I'm saying? And that's all cool and dandy and fun. But as soon as I say, I don't understand, or okay, I'll put it like this. As soon as I say that I understand why bro was still having sex with her ex, it's, oh my God, you have no morals. What the fuck do you mean I got no morals? I tell you what I am. I'm grown. And if two grown consenting people want to have sex, they can have sex, even if they broke up. You sound like fucking Gramz raped Lily. How could she have sex with her and this and that? First of all, she was single. She could do whatever the fuck she wanted. She broke up with Lily. Lily knew that she was dating Avery. All right? So she could do whatever she wanted. And if Lily consented, then what's your problem? I'm not understanding. So maybe I worded that wrong by saying I'm not used to studs, not understanding. Maybe I completely worded that wrong. What I should have said is I'm used to adults understanding. Okay? It's mutual. It's mutual. Ain't nobody got a gun in nobody's head. It's mutual, meaning that the other person wanted just as much as the other person. Y'all really, yeah, I don't know. But no, I don't cheat. I sit here and wrote down some fucking notes and shit. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I don't cheat. So another thing too, when we were talking about my ex, and you mentioned, you said, well, maybe you need to go work on your own shit, and you know, and maybe you King's Corner say this, you know, in the video, maybe you need to go work on your own shit and this and that. Again, how do you know what the fuck is going on in my relationship? First of all, when I was saying about my ex questioning me profusely, you automatically jump to, oh, you don't talk to your woman, you don't this. No, if you're my ex, and you even said it ex, I don't owe you an explanation for shit. That's what the fuck I meant. But see, I see common sense just don't come. You know, somebody said that on in my comments. These people don't understand common sense. And shout out to you, I who said that. You're right. They don't. Because where the fuck, if she's my ex, why would I need to explain who I'm with, who I'm seeing? Come on now, let's stop playing these fucking games, yo. That's what women do. You break up and they want to know who, even if you broke up, you've been with her 10, 12 years. Yeah, who you with? She want to know who you seeing. Even though I'm not asking and questioning her, who you with, who you seeing. They want to know. What did Gramz say? Gramz said Lily wanted to know who Avery was. She knew who she was, but it was so important that she knew, well, let me know who she is. That's that feminine energy I'm talking about. And it is feminine energy. And it is. That's that feminine energy that I'm talking about. Okay? So up here on this platform, you got a lot of this feminine energy. You don't rarely have studs coming up here talking about our issues and the things that we go through. And then when you got studs up here, you got other studs coming at them without even hearing this side of the story, nothing. Now, King said, I called her a bully, or I don't address the bullies. First of all, I have addressed the other people that I consider the bully in previous videos. It's just that I don't do YouTube like that. Okay? I don't. And those people that I address, let me just say this. One of them is very talented, very talented. Okay? And the other two have very good commentary, no matter. I can't take that away. You have very good commentary, which is one of the reasons why I reacted to your video, because I wanted to, you were saying some things that I really wanted to address. Okay. There's other people that reacted to that video too that I saw and I did not react. But yes, I have addressed the other bullies. Do I consider King's Corner you a bully? You ain't that bad. You have done some dick riding shit. Okay. And even you said that you dick ride. You said it yourself. And what I mean by that is, and y'all want to call me a dick rider for Gramz, whatever, okay? But what I mean by that is this. If you are on a Discord, I'm just going to give you an example, and you're on that Discord and people are dropping personal addresses and you don't say anything, you're a part of the problem. If you make a video and people get in your comments and they say derogatory things, and you don't say, listen, I don't mind you watching and I appreciate you watching, but we're going to keep it respectful, then you're a part of the problem. It's what my grandma calls being nice, nasty. You know what I'm saying? They call that in the South, nice, nasty. You know, you may say one nice thing, but say 5 derogatory things. You know, it's just like, yeah, King, you did have Gramz back regarding the wig. First of all, she does that. Gramz does that for comedic purposes. Okay. And I agreed with you with what you were saying in regards to, you know, Avery should, you know, let Gramz be herself. I agreed with you 110% on that. I did. Now, why don't y'all have an issue with when Gramz said Lily wasn't letting her be herself? Now, yeah, Lily let her be herself when it came to all of that. But what I'm talking about is this. Gramz said when she started working on her career, okay, she had work. But when she started working on her dream, then it became a problem because the money wasn't the same no more. She said when she opened up her store, Lily wasn't happy for her. It was like a mixed happy, like I'm happy, but it should be me. Is that not letting her be who she is? Is that not letting her follow her dream? Is that not being supportive? Now, this is no shade to Lily at all. I'm just saying, y'all pick and choose. You do. You pick and choose. when something's okay to do and when something's not okay to do. Y'all want to sit here and say, as soon as Gramz broke out with Avery, when it was known that they was in a relationship, oh, how could she be in a relationship so quick? But nobody was even saying shit about Lily dating Billy. And that has been my only thing with that. It is like, I don't have an issue with what nobody does. My thing is keep it 100. It's not one-sided. That's all I've ever said. That's it. That's it. All I ever said from the beginning is that the whole truth ain't being told. There's a lot that's being left out. Okay? That's all I said in the beginning from day one. Let me see. What else do I want to fucking address? I don't know. Accountability. Okay. And so within King's Corner, you're saying we don't take accountability for the things that they do. Again, what made you think that I did something wrong in my relationship? Take accountability for what? I take care of my woman. I take care of my household. Take accountability for what? And that goes back to my generation being an older stud. We did believe that, yes, you know, I do take care of my lady. Okay. It's not no tit for tat. It's not no 50-50. It's 100-100. She gives me 100 in other ways that I can't give myself. I'll put it like that. And vice versa. I may pay the bills and shit like that, but she does so much more. That things I don't want to fucking do. So we balance each other out very, very well. You know, we balance each other out. But I am really tired of the bullying. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go up here and you say, oh yeah, I support, that's what I was gonna say. I support her and you know, the wigs and this and that, right? And I got your back, Gramz, but then you turn right around and react to Avery's video, and then you say within that video, did Avery break up with Gramz because Gramz' narcissism was coming out? Now you calling Gramz a narcissist again. Now you calling her a narcissist. So you don't want to be called feminine, but you don't got an issue calling somebody else something else, right? A narcissist. That's just so fucking hypocritical to me. It really is. I don't, and I never have understood the one-sidedness. I don't understand why y'all so mad that I came out. Let me just say this. The only reason why I'm making a video again is because everybody else started making a video. They started talking about this shit. Avery and Gramz broke up and it was off from there. You know what I'm saying? Avery didn't even make a YouTube video. She went live and the reactors was all in it. Oh, let me find it. Right? And so they reacted to her live. She hasn't even made a video addressing this. They reacted to her live. So like I said in my community page, what you create is up to you. You have the option to either build somebody up or tear them down by the things that you say. Don't sit here and pretend, King's Corner, that you were Team Gramz because you said that you weren't. You are very, very biased. Very biased. The only thing that I have ever heard positive was very recent, and that is in regards to, you know, Avery should have had her back, allowing Gramz to be herself when it came to the wig thing. And that you hope, you know, the best for them. But other than that, it's been real underhanded shit, okay? Anytime Sweet Ma had a live, you were there. She would shout you out. You was involved in the Discord and all of that shit. So again, I say this. If you are in the midst of the bullying and you don't stop it and you allow it, then you contribute to it. Then you're a contributor to that bullshit. Now, the last thing I am going to say this, though, and I got to go. Don't fuck with my family. I don't know what kind of digging and creeping y'all do, but I'm going to tell you what, you're going to dig yourself into a real motherfucking problem fucking around with me, right? I don't consider myself to be a YouTuber. I don't. I come out here when I feel that, well, first of all, I come out here to state my opinion, but I also come out here when I feel that bullying is being taken place, okay? Or when I feel like it's just so one-sided that somebody needs to say something. You understand? You know, it's like you may not consider yourself a bully and you may not be the conductor of the train, but you're a goddamn passenger. You are definitely a passenger on that whole ride, the train ride of Gramz and, Avery. I mean, Gramz, Yungn, and Lily and Avery and the whole shit. I didn't bring this back out to the forefront. When Avery and Gramz broke up, everyone automatically started comparing that breakup to her and Lily. When Graham started talking about, well, my ex and my ex, y'all, the first thing y'all want to know is, what ex she talking about? Lily or Grams? Y'all started talking Lily. You understand? Now, when Grams finally comes out and speaks her truth, it's, oh, why is she rehashing this now? Why is she bringing it up now? Let me tell you something. Johnny Depp took how long? 5 motherfucking years to finally come out and say, or 10, say something. There's no statute of limitations on hurt. There's no statute of limitations on pain. You understand me? There's none. But don't come from my fucking family. Do not come from my fucking family. You can do whatever you want. You could come at me. You could say one up, but you better not. The problem with a lot of these YouTubers is y'all are young. You're young. And you don't know the law. I work with attorneys every single day. I have to. I understand the law. You better stop going up here just posting and putting up shit without finding out who the fuck you posted and what the fuck you putting up. You understand me? I have seen so many things on YouTube. Oh my God, there's so many cases I've seen that people just let shit slide. Like for instance, when Queen Naja, right? People used to come at her a lot. And I used to see the most fucked up shit happen to her. Like, you got to be kidding me. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people go out and get old family members from back in the day and try to do interviews to discredit that woman. And the whole time I'm thinking, Queen, get these motherfuckers. Well, you don't get these motherfuckers. But Queen comes from the YouTube world. So maybe she just overlooked it too, right? Well, guess what? I don't overlook shit. I don't. So be careful. React to me. That's cool. Talk about me. That's cool. Don't fuck with my family. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with my family. All right. So, on that note, I really don't have too much else to say. I apologized again for trying to make anyone feel bad about their sexuality, who they are. I do not have an issue with anyone soft studs. So I don't have an issue at all. Trust me, I don't. I don't. Okay. But I do have to be honest and say shit has changed. Okay. It's changed. And I'm going to be very honest about that. And I may go more into detail about this later. Okay. I may talk about it later on in another topic. I do still got part 2 to drop. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop part 2. But I'm so fucking tired of this bullying shit. This shit is astronomical. It's like you can give corrective criticism, but don't cross the line. Oh, and let me say that. Y'all want to sit here and talk about, oh, Gramz used to do reactions. Okay, she did. I watched it. Her and Lily never once called anybody out their name. They never once talked about someone's body, looks. They never dropped addresses in discords. They never had 6-hour discords. You understand? Talking about people. If anything, they tried to give them corrective criticism. There is a difference between corrective criticism and just bashing and bullying somebody. If I look at you and I say, if I look at you and you give me a song and I listen to it and I say, well, you may need a little bit of voice training and we can work on that. Okay, that's one thing. But if you give me that same, let's try another way. You give me the song and I look and I say, you know what, this shit is trash because you're trash. Like, you're so fucking trash. And then I stay on them all the time about being trash. Every day, I'm coming to them saying, hey, John, you're trash. Hey, John, good morning. You're trash. That's bullying. If I was going to come to John, I would say, hey, John, what's going on? You been working on your voice? You good? Okay, I see the progress. Okay, I see that. I see that the growth in you. That's corrective criticism. Saying, John, last week your voice wasn't so good, but I see the growth. That is corrective criticism. Or saying maybe you ain't seen the growth, and you just telling John, you really need some voice training. It is the tone in your voice. It is your delivery. It's the words that you used. I'm not going to look in John and say, you know what, John, I bet your voice is fucked up because you're a narcissist. I bet you've been talking so much that you have just mixed up your lyrics and your esophagus is all fucked up because you talk so much. You've got to be a narcissist. That's what y'all did. That's what King you just did to me. And that is what you do to Gramz. And that's what all the reactors fucking do. Y'all just jump and run with shit, man. Y'all really jump and run with shit. I never said anything about my relationship to make you believe that I was a cheater. I never said anything about my relationship to make you feel that that I was the one at fault. Nothing. You don't have any details, but you automatically assume it was me and automatically accusing me of shit. I'm not even going to get into the details of what's going on with her personally. And what I mean by my lady, I mean her personally. No need to get all into that. Then you said, and you're still with her. No, I'm not. We're on a break. We're on a break. Do I still love her? Very much so. But we are on a break. So again, there you go with your basic, your assumptions. There you go with your assumptions. You got stuff going on and you still with her. Toxic. No, I'm not. And where did you fucking get that from? So let me see if there's something else that I'm forgetting. Yeah, I think I touched on pretty much. Yeah, I think I touched on pretty much everything that I want to touch on. I really don't got shit else to say. I wish that we would uplift each other more in the community. If I got to come out here and take an ass beating every fucking time to get y'all to stop fucking tripping, then I will. That's no P. I don't care about that. Like I said, learn how to give corrective criticism without calling people names, without calling people bitches, without being like, oh, this motherfucker ugly. If you see that shit go down on your platform, then you should be the one to stop it and prevent it. And none of y'all do that. You all just love it. You love it. You eat it up. You eat it up. You eat it up. And you think it's fucking funny, and it's not. And when I said to you that YouTubers have committed suicide, they have. And stop thinking just because another stud got another stud's back that some funny shit got to be going on. What the fuck? That's crazy to me. It's almost like y'all don't want her to have any fucking support. Again, if I felt like Gramz was doing some foul shit, I wouldn't have her back. What I saw was, and I kind of figured that her and Lily had a talk, and Lily just didn't like the fact that they broke up. And Lily didn't like the fact that Gramz was seeing somebody else at the time, even though B, like I said, got in the picture real quick. How did that happen? It's like with my ex asking me, who is you with? Who is you talking to? And all this other shit. And I'm not talking about my current one. I'm talking about my ex that I was with for 12, 13 years. Who is you with? Who are you talking to? Like, wow, I'm not asking you. I don't care about who you talking to, who you with. So get out my shit. Now, if you want to have sex because she kept pressing me for sex, we can fuck, yeah. But that doesn't mean shit has changed. So when I say I resonate with what she's been through. You understand? All right, so I am going to drop that part too. I keep saying it. I get busy, but I did want to address this. And so that's all I got to say. I pray that everyone is safe. You have a blessed week. Stay up. Stay blessed. One.